It is June 6th. This is GranMan at McManus Meadows. I'm back from my trip and just checking out the cows after the reluctant farmer moved them with the boys to the middle field. I'll be checking out the fence, probably nudge it out a little bit. There's some more forage on this path, so I need to go check the field, but I think we lost another trough. But yeah, life continues to teach us lessons. Thanks for tuning in. Well, here's the herd. I'm gonna just see how much grass they have. They're all looking pretty good. Gigi's nursing. Freezer and goggles are looking good. And there's the new little bull and JB and Morris. I'll be back. I'm gonna probably try to nudge things out and figure out my plan to give them some more. The herd's following me. I'm going back to look for another reel so I can give them the next tranche of grass. I did bump out the one side of this lane, so hopefully they stop and get a little bit of that to eat. Hey, Ginger. Anyway, I'll keep moving. Well, the herd's looking good. They're all down here at the garden. I'm going to go back now and give them some grass. So let's see. What do you think, Morris? You ready to go? There's Gigi and Ginger. No, that's Gigi and Millie. So, or is it? No, that's 5503 and Millie. All right, I'll be back. Well, I set up this next paddock. I might leave them just for overnight tonight here. There's still quite a bit of forage back behind me. And I want to slow them down a little bit. Tomorrow I'll be going to the bottom where we had the flood and checking out the situation there to see if I can't clean stuff up. So I'll be back for the move. All right, we're making the move. This paddock is full of fescue and timothy. There's a lot of timothy in here. So just looking to see, I don't even see a lot of orchard grass seed heads, but there goes Millie, she's in. Wow, she's taking the top of those. I need to figure out what those are. Ginger went for the clover. Morris, you're looking good. Yeah, they're all in. That's good. Great job setting up this middle field. We've got a hot wire all the way around, and then we're just going to split it up into cross sections and leave it open back to the water. So we'll make a decision whether we're going to move all the way up to the top or go back down to our bottom. I'll see how that looks over the next day. Thanks for tuning in. It is June 7th. This is GranMan at McManus Meadows. Believe it or not, we had another 1.5 inches of rain last night, so it's quite sloppy. I'm going to make a move this morning. You can see the water flowing down this path. At some point we're going to put gravel in this path and manage it a little bit better. But anyway, After I do this move, I'm going to head down and see what happened during the flood. I've got lots of questions. Where's my mineral feeder? How did the posts make out? Are they all out of the ground? I do think a lot of the cross wires that we're in are in a bit of a rat's nest. So we'll take a look at that. Another farming lesson. Need to probably make sure I have a way for the cows to get out of there and clean up that bottom before water comes in the future. Thanks for watching. Well, the herd's looking good this morning. I am going to move the line so they can't graze anymore on the west side of the field. On this, as we're moving east, we'll tighten this up as well, just to give the grass the ability to come back for another round in about 60 days. So here we go for the move. Just looking at the paddock we're going into, all the Timothy seed heads and the fescue seed heads, and then look at what they've got. They've eaten all those Timothy. This is the Timothy right here. They've eaten so many of the seed heads that it's pretty impressive, actually. I'm interested to see how this comes back. Yep, they're looking good. They're not even coming over right now. Maybe they're slowly moving this way. I've got to set up the next line, but I'll be back. While we're here in the middle field, I'm about to do the move. This is a patch of eastern gamma grass. These little plants down here are Indian hemp. The cows are eating all of this stuff, so it's really good. Then we do have Johnson grass coming in as well. So this multicolored grass there is Johnson grass. That's going to keep growing, I'm sure. And then the field is just full of Timothy, and there's some clover. And then there's a lot of these seed heads are tall fescue, which is a cool season grass. So pretty happy this is going to come back really nice for the winter graze. So looks like Morris is going to be the first one in this paddock. Let's go, Morris. Millie's close behind. Here comes Ginger. Goggles, here comes, oh no, Freezer, you took another one on the head, buddy. There goes Gigi and our new little bull, 5503. Wow, they're growing fast. I'm just watching. That Indian hemp is what they're going for. It's you know, that's the first thing. Yeah, there's going to be a lot more in this video as I go down and check out what happened down in our bottom, so hang in there. Well, here's the two bales of hay that we fed when the cows were up behind the shack here. Looks pretty sloppy underneath, as you'd expect, but that helped buy some time. I'm heading down the path to the I'm heading down the emergency lane. Let's see what we see. Well, we remember that the water was up quite high here, and I'm starting to see this line on my right that's pulled across the lane here. The other thing is, you can see the washout. I'm kind of down to clay here in the emergency lane. We'll repair this at some point too, to make it a little more resilient to water flows. Water is still flowing from last night across the path here. The water's still quite high in the creek. I don't think we're going to get any more rain today, so we'll see how that looks. All right, here we go. We'll start with the IBCs. I had put a bunch of reels on the IBCs in preparation, and they made it, so that's good news. And then we had I think probably 3 reels out doing their jobs in the field here. So I think my first thing I'm going to look for is things like this, where you can see the water was flowing toward the road and all this debris got caught up on this timeless post, so I'll have to remove all that. The water line that comes down from the shack, it looks good. It's all here, little dirty, but largely intact. The hose is intact. And then this post right here, which is my one of my cross wires. Yeah, let's go see what else we find. A quick little note, there's a line that's following this side of what was the north side of this meadow. A lot of wood on top of it. It looks like my water line did float as well over top of the fence, so pulling it out in a lot of spaces. But yeah, this is going to take a minute or two. Just walking along the line now, this line stayed up. The water typically flows left initially back to the creek, and then once it crests, it starts flowing faster toward the road. I'm hoping to find my mineral feeder, which actually does float. In our last flood, it floated, stayed in the field. I'm hoping it didn't go across the road, so that would be the biggest loss. Reels and other things are a loss as well, but not as significant. Life, 2 ways to learn: make your own mistakes or learn from others. So hopefully people can learn from my mistake not getting the cows to high ground and taking this infrastructure out. It's not that hard, just takes a little time. This is what happens. The wood flows on the water and then takes out the post. And I'm sure what I'm going to find as I move a little bit forward is one of my cross wires that got pulled and moved the lane a little bit. So we'll see. Well, it's a good sign. Here's a good sign. The reel and cross wire here is intact, so may just stand this post back up and leave it for when we come back. Did I speak too early? That's the line I just saw over there, and then as I walked along the way, that line goes this way. There's another reel, which is good that I found the reel. However, I can see a whole bunch of brush, and yeah, the question is what's in this brush and where's the end of the reel, the reel that's on the east side. Still following both lines. This is the stuff that when it floats, it pulls everything away. So, and there it is. There's the handle. So Let me see if I can pull that out. Well, this just got a little bit confusing. The reel that I just ran into was the reel that I was splitting this paddock in two. So it was going east-west, and then this line looks intact, but when it got washed under that debris, I'm not sure exactly what happened there. But anyway, what's confusing is this is the outside paddock line for the lane 5 that I set up. It's running along here, and then it kind of makes a left turn into the middle of that paddock, and there are actually posts standing up, which I don't understand, because I thought that these posts that I'm walking toward right now would have been the outside line, but there's a poly wire there too, so I'm gonna have to see if I can decipher what happened and get things set back up. Well, this is getting a little bit more interesting. So I think those two poly wires cross right here under this debris. I think what I'm looking for is a red end to one of them. This gives you a little idea. Water obviously was high enough to hang that little stick on the line. This is the last line cross wire. It's intact. I can see it all the way through. There's really just one mystery left to solve, and that's what happened to the south side of lane 5. More to come. Well, I'm here at the road, and everything looks good at the road. Feeling pretty happy about that. These reels looks like they didn't go underwater, so that's good. More to come. Still searching for 2 troughs and my mineral feeder. And then figuring out what actually happened on this south side of lane 5. Well, I'm done for now, but I did find all 3 reels. I think I've got the paddock figured out. I did find the blue end to the south side, so I just have to pull that back. And now the question is, which way did the troughs and the mineral feeder flow? Did they flow across the road, or did they come back into this area and float out? Either way, it's going to be interesting to figure out, or will we ever figure it out, or did we lose them? So that'll be it for today. I'll be back tomorrow for more of this adventure. Thanks for watching. I'm back in the field looking for things like my mineral feeder and other things. It's wow, quite a few days after it was Tuesday, and it's Saturday now. So Tuesday, that's when the water hit, and I'm just down looking. This is the creek, the main creek. That water level is probably 12 to 15 feet high, and it would have been, looks like it would have been another 5 feet higher, maybe more. But anyway, we'll see. I think I might have saw I think I might have saw the mineral feeder, but we're gonna find out. Hey Ginger, Gigi, 5503 freezer. There's Morris, Goggles, and Millie. I'm just setting up the lane for tomorrow. I've got lane 5 back set up. I did not find my mineral feeder or the troughs we lost in the flood, but that's what happens. Someday I'll tell the story about water and loss. So thanks for tuning in today. Here's Goggles saying hi. See you tomorrow. Well, you might call me soft, but I'm going to give them a very narrow slice tonight. It's full of fescue, some of the Indian hemp, not as much of the Timothy, but I'm sure they're going to be happy, and we'll get them moving here. Hopefully without getting shocked. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. Ginger's in first. Goggles. Freezer, looks like you cleaned up, buddy. There's JB. Still got the most fly pressure. There goes Gigi and 5503, and then Morris is bringing up the back here. Look at JB and Millie go after that Indian hemp. There's a lot of it in here, and I'm just taking the top of the plants. Probably the tenderest and best tasting. So, yep, I'm gonna roll this up, and that'll be it for sure. Thanks for watching.
That's the end for today. Thanks for watching. We'll continue to share our journey at GranMan's Ranch.